Should welfare recipients be required to be drug tested in order to get benefits?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
And why do you feel that way?
Well, some jobs require drug testing to work, to get money, so I think people should be responsible to get, in order to get welfare, get money from the government. Right?
Some higher paying jobs are not drug tested as a requirement.
Yeah.
Well, those are,
So why should welfare recipients?
I would probably drug test higher paying jobs, but that's all up to the owner of the company to drug test or not drug test.
Don't you feel like drug testing is discrimination of privacy?
Well, I think it depends. If you're, say you're working, you're on the job, and you're high on drugs, then you're unreliable. You can't do the job.
Yeah.
It lowers your you can't work. Yeah. So it's harder for you to work if you're on drugs, obviously. So I think drug testing is required for higher.
But what if you're in a family and it's a parent who's taking the drugs and they take away the parent from the kids? What would happen to the kids?
Take away the parent from the kids?
Yeah, or they
Didn't have food.
they take away the welfare from the parent, and they're not able to support their kid because of the drug testing.
Well, then the parent's not fit to raise the kids, right? They would send them off to like a foster care home. So the parents won't be fit to raise the kids.
But mandatory drug tests are not constitutional.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think they should be.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sorry.
Do you think that welfare recipients should be required to get drug tested in order to receive the benefits? You don't believe that?
No,
And why is that?
because I just don't, I don't know.
No
I don't really
reason?
know that. I mean,
In the sense that, like, if you are taking drugs, you get drug tested, you would not receive the benefits.
there's certain aspects of that would make sense, but as far as limiting what they can do with the welfare they receive, I don't know. Like, it's either like you either have to test them for everything, or the problem with that is that when you test them for that, it costs a ton of money to do that.
And where'd you find this out?
I was just reading up on it a while back.
Yeah.
But the
Because
cost.
the cost of drug test could be as low as $5.
But then they're just going to take the drugs that cost them or are hard to test for.
But don't you feel that if they were drug testing, the taxpayer money would be wasted?
I'm pretty much against limiting anybody's freedom. So
Yeah. All right. Well, thank
personally, I don't believe that drugs should be illegal anyways.
you. Yeah. All right.
So that would be my reason for that. If drugs were, or if that's a whole different topic, but that's a problem with that
Yeah.
whole debate.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Our question is, should welfare recipients be required to be drug tested in order to get benefits? What's your take on that?
For college community students?
No, for welfare benefits to be drug tested
Yeah.
before
Yes,
getting benefits.
Well, I'm personally completely against drugs, so I think they should be drug tested. Yeah.
I think it wouldn't hurt to be drug tested, but at the same time, it's not really necessary. Because it shouldn't really make a difference whether they should receive money or not, as long as they're pursuing something, on the positive end.
Oh, okay, like going to school
Yeah.
or doing something.
Education or something.
Okay. Well, also, it's sort of invasion of privacy to
Yeah.
drug test.
Mandatory drug test.
But also, welfare is a privilege and not a right.
Right. There's a lot of other factors, like how many other people are applying and, what kind of need they're having.
All right, well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Good luck.
I'm against drugs.
Okay, all right. Do you think that welfare recipients should be drug tested in order to receive welfare?
Yes,
Yes.
Definitely,
Why
yes.
is that?
because we don't want them taking advantage of it.
Taking advantage of the system, but people say that the cost of testing will cost more than what we're losing on people who are actually taking welfare. What's your take on that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Can you repeat that?
I said that the cost of testing is actually more than what we'd be losing on people who are using the welfare
okay.
for drugs.
Like in the state of Utah, they mandated that everyone on welfare be drug tested, and it cost the state $25,000. But they only found that 2.5% of the recipients actually tested positive.
Yeah, it's also somewhat of an invasion of privacy. And
Well,
almost
let
a bit-
them like.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, then I guess not. I don't
No.
think they should. But, yeah,
So they shouldn't be drug tested.
I say they shouldn't be drug tested.
But you say they should. Still,
Well, now that you say that, yeah, same
same thing. They shouldn't.
So you'd change your mind because of the money?
Yeah,
Okay. But I mean, a positive drug test can be the first step in getting the person the help they need.
Yeah, if someone
Um,
was to be on drugs and on welfare.
And oftentimes, addicts won't go in to find that help because they're stuck in this habit that they can't get out of without external stimuli.
yeah.
So
That's a hard one.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty complicated subject.
It is complicated. You'd have to. I have to sleep on that one.
Yeah.
I'm totally kidding. But, I think it's probably more important to get someone help than think of the money. So I say yes to drug testing.
You say yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
All right. We're gonna take that answer and run with it.
Okay, that's good.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Definitely.